Guys, BONELAB, well, just BONELAB, not just BONELAB in general, human evolution as a whole just peaked, okay, guys? You wanna know why? You see this? This is just who I usually play as in BONELAB, right? Ford, okay? Hey, now, we all love Ford, right? You play as him, not only BONELAB, but, well, you don't play as him in BONELAB, but you can play as him in BONELAB, but you could also, but in BONEWORKS, you only play as him. There's no avatars in BONEWORKS, but yeah, you get what that means, yeah? Yeah, so, right, we all love our beautiful, shiny Ford, and I want to do something for the video real quick. And I'm going to set this to another one of these guys, you know. Oh, I do already have ammo. Doesn't hurt to have more ammo, right, guys? Move all this stuff out, and this too. Even though it's made by the Goat Battle Lop, and that's actually kind of what this short is about, guys. It's called C. Now, we all love Ford, but here's one thing I hate about him. I don't hate it, I just... Ford, you know, he's kind of slow. Obviously, he still moves fast, but not super fast, right, guys? Also, he's kind of weak. Like, for example, let's just spawn another Ford, right? Ford. This is just granted, we're both the same strength because we're the same dude, right? You know, same height. We're both 6 foot, right? And that's a little too tall, though. 6 foot, that's a little too tall, if you ask me. But, no, like, that just happens if I were to just... If I were to punch this guy, right? Watch this. In the stomach, he barely moves back. Punch him in the face, and all he does is just look to the right. He tripped because he's dumb. All NPCs of BONELAB are dumb, right? I can still pick him up with ease, kinda. I try to move him above my head. Look at that. No, it's kind of hard to put them above your head. And no, I'm not trying to look at his butt, okay, guys? It's very hard to move him up above your head. Okay? You're right, compared to, like, see, let me just try to pick him up. I know he's dead, so he might be easier to lift, but, yeah, trying to get him up there, right? Compared to if I had an avatar, like, heavy, or invincible, you know? Well, one of the abilities if you have the same pack I do. But, yeah. Just get out my face, right? No, so yeah. Anyways, we gotta switch back to our beautiful Ford. And now, guys, you want now? Okay, I'm gonna stop the yapping and basically I'm gonna just reveal it. I'm a bone tuber now. Yeah, guys, I'm on BONELAB avatar now. So, if you want to know the differences between my avatar and Ford's avatar is one, Ford's avatar is 6 foot, mine's is 5'7". But I'm sure I can go and adjust that in Unity, right? So another difference is, if you look at my avatar from far away, I'm just a green screen. That's more to do with my normal maps and the way how I put them, you know. This avatar is also a little bit chunky, but I'll just try to get used to it, okay? Because holding guns still looks completely normal. And then, also my lower body strength is incredibly stronger than Ford's, and also look, let's see, we'll start like right here, right? As Ford, we gotta get all the way to the stairs, okay? So let's see. Wow, that was... You see that, guys? That was kind of took some time, you know. But as my avatar, watch. pretty fast, you know. It's because, so the reason why I have stronger, way better, stronger, why I have stronger lower leg strength and faster legs is because whenever you're making a BONELAB avatar, your legs don't actually have a collision. So the part where you're doing those gizmos things to wrap around your body, the bigger you make them for the legs, the stronger you make the legs, and you know, the faster you make them. So yeah, you can of course see the avatar has some hiccups, like, but this isn't part of the Unity process. It's just me making my models. Like, it's actually, so like on the purple and the green, so like on the purple hand and the blue hand, you can see there's some, you know, little green stuff. You can also see all over the body and looking at mirrors. You just kind of know when you're looking down. And then the head, if you get close and look up, you can see right here in the nose. So yeah, I could have made it purple though if I decided to make the normal maps purple. One day I'll probably remaster this. But here's a couple details about the mod, guys. It's not gonna be publicly released, okay? I get that I have a small fan base and that the amount of people trying to impersonate me in Fusion is probably gonna be close to -5. But I'm recording. But I still, you know, don't want this avatar publicly released. However though, I will be working on a fan-made version for any of my fans out there. It will be a whole pack that includes bunches of avatars. So include Ford wearing a hoodie, include the Wigwam wearing a hoodie, include this avatar but wearing a mini hoodie. And yeah, it'll just include a whole bunch, okay? And also, if you're wondering about this dark purple spot here, it's because for some reason when coloring in Blender, it's just, every time I color pick the colors, for some reason it sets it to a darker tone. So yeah, don't mind this darker purple spot on my leg here. Yep. Also, what am I thinking? Yeah. Also, I will be giving some people permission to this avatar. By some, I just mean my brother, any of my friends that play BONELAB, and my sister. Well, my sister also, when she gets older and if she ever decides gets a VR headset and plays BONELAB like her 2 older brothers. And I'll also be sending this off to some bone tubers, specifically Mini. I'll be sending it off to Mini, Wig, Bam, that VR guy, Fates, Context, Lua VR. If you don't know who Lua VR, no, not Lua, Luna. Yeah, Luna. If you don't know who Luna VR is, it's a popular timeline creator on TikTok. So yeah, I'll be trying to find their mod.io accounts and personally email them, or you know, get in contact with them to tell them I sent them over the avatar if they have permission to use it. Just don't impersonate me. So yeah. And yeah, also last thing, to those content creators, if you guys, I will send over this video, if you guys do watch this video, no index support. You can use the avatar with a Velvet index, but whenever I was rigging it, I used the Mixamo auto rigger to rig the avatar, and I selected, for the fingers, I selected 3 fingers, which means that the thumb and the index finger, they have their own separate rig bones, right? Which is fine for everyone who plays on any other headset, like Quest, PSVR 2, you know, blah blah blah, right? Perfectly fine for me. I don't have index, but these three, the ring, pinky, and middle finger, they're all one single bone. You could see right here because I have the finger physics mod. Because if I go to forward, you can see each thing. You can see these two fingers, right? They have their own collision. They're colliding by themselves. But if I go to my avatar, you can see that if I try to do the same thing, it just won't happen because it's the same. Right? So yeah, no index support, no middle finger on this avatar. I'm unfortunately sorry, you guys. However, though, if I ever do get an index, and specifically by index, I mean base stations and index controllers, I will go back and add in index support. And by go back and add it, I just mean change the rig and remake the mod again. So I'm gonna have to do it on a whole new avatar. Anyways, that's enough yapping. There's a blood splatter on the screen. And you wanna know the reason why I brought out this gun? Hit the first cool reload with my new custom avatar. Where is my spawn gun? It's right behind me, and I'm stupid.
Well, hello.
Hi, forward. Okay, great. Also, I might send it to a couple more content creators. Forgot. Oh, like infidlz, or however you say it. Yeah, I'm sending it to him. Oh yeah. Also, the put forward above your head test. I'm gonna show it for this avatar, and as long as I can get a good grip on him, let me put him down a good way. Yep, pretty easy. There's enough yapping. So for now on, every single one of my videos, I'll be using this avatar as my main avatar. Okay. If you ever see me in Fusion, I will most likely be using one of the avatars I make in that pack. Because I'm not going to release this publicly, meaning Fusion won't be able to download it to your headsets so you can see it in game, okay? And I don't want you guys seeing me as a freaking polyblink, you know? Now, listen to the forward test on polyblink, right? This guy can barely even lift forward above the waist. It's like, okay. I mean, it would be confusing to see a polyblink that's super fast. Okay, well, polyblink is actually kind of fast, but it would be confusing to see a polyblink that. Oh, because I'm raising the joystick. Yeah, to see a polyblink that can raise forward. That's raising forward all the way above his head. Like, it would just be really weird to see that. So yeah, what the heck is my leg doing? Regular BONELAB stuff, right? So without further ado, see you guys later. And yeah, this is probably over the 3 minutes, so I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this out. And why won't Steam VR let me click? Oh, after forever, okay.